A viral pandemic has been going on for a while. The government ordered almost everybody to stay at home. No going out of the house unless really necessary. So me and my cameras were stuck at my place, biding for time until all of this would be over. Or so I thought. Hi, I'm Walter, and this is Urban Wild Studio. Six days had passed since my city, Cagayan de Oro, declared a community quarantine. Though I'm a homebody kind of guy, holding down your passion for filming outside kinda sucks. But that morning, I realized that nature really was full of surprises, handing me a good one. As I went to check my guava tree for fruits in the front yard, I noticed something was hanging from one endpoint of the family's clothesline, or hayhayan. And I'm not talking about the denim jacket. The sun was already up, but boy oh boy was I over the moon. There's a bird's nest inside our property. A fresh one, still unfinished though. That's a front row seat for me as a bird lover to observe and relish its activities. Adding to the thrill was when the homeowner showed up or flew in, bringing with her some material for the nest. The bird is a female olive-backed sunbird, identified by its yellow underparts and a yellowish-green or olive upper parts, hence the name. Mature ones, including males, usually measure about 4 to 5 inches. They are also called yellow-bellied sunbirds. In Bisaya, we call them Tamsi. You've probably heard and seen this bird before. Well, let's name this female bird as Mommy Tamsi. Now, where could Daddy Tamsi be? It took about 15 trips for Mommy when Daddy finally showed up. And he brought nothing with him. Acting like a supervisor or manager, he was making sure Mommy's doing alright with the nest building. Yeah, Mommy was doing all the toil. He would also like to make some noise, literally, announcing to other males or animals to stay away from his wife and home. He would also warn her of any danger. Well, at least he's defending the nest with sound effects. Well, actually, Daddy attempted to help at one time, but he just couldn't do it. He better stick with the guarding duties. He shares almost the same features with Mommy's, except for his shimmering, dark, bluish gorget. The difference of appearance between them is one of the aspects of sexual dimorphism in animals, which is very common to some birds. In the avian world, sometimes the male's features are overtly exaggerated. As bachelors, they really have to look good in order for a female to notice and pick one as a partner. It'll be a courtship worth competing for because birds are mostly monogamous. Mommy Tamsi was really working hard, alone, going back and forth, bringing in different components of the nest like dried grasses, some plant matters, seed casings, sack strips, and even spider webs, and delicately weaving them all together. The nest design even includes a small veranda over the opening to shield her young from the elements. Once in a while, she did some interior adjustments by wiggling her body, checking its comfort and sturdiness. Well, that's making sure she and her coming young would get first-class accommodation. As olives are sometimes known to build their nests near or around people's homes, they probably understand that their predators usually avoid places frequented by humans. Well, that's one convenient way of protecting the nest. This is also one squatting venture that you would happily welcome in your property. While observing them, I suddenly remembered something I filmed 4 days before I discovered the nest. There was a Tamsi couple checking on the other clothesline. They were perching in an unusual manner by hanging upside down. Could they be Mommy and Daddy looking for a perfect spot for a nest? Or it could be just a coincidence of epic proportions. After 4 days, the nest looked done. It was an oblong-like shape with a trail of hanging materials at the bottom end. It was then ready for its coming occupants. But I couldn't find Mommy or Daddy around that morning. There were no activities. Did they abandon the nest? Who would put so much effort on building a structure then just leaves it? I even stopped filming for a couple of days thinking they won't be back. I did some research though, and I found out that before an olive lays her eggs, the female, together with her partner, leave the newly done nest for a couple of days. They may sometimes check it but just from a distance. They do this to fool predators, making the nest look deserted. I think there was a 6-day gap before I saw mommy spending time again in the nest. During this period, I saw one instance when both mommy and daddy were trying to drive away a bigger sparrow in my guava tree. The sparrow didn't budge, but it did no harm though. When mommy was finally back at the nest, I was very relieved and excited again. She was just there laying around most of the time with her head sticking out the entrance. She already laid an egg or eggs and had been incubating since, but I couldn't tell how many days she had been doing that. She might leave the nest for short periods at daytime, probably for a meal break. The day me, the Tamsi parents, and Mother Nature had been waiting for had finally arrived. Cries of new life can be heard from the nest. Let's meet the baby birds in the next episode. Thank you for watching. See you in the next story. Hi friends, if you like this video or the other episodes, please don't forget to like, share, follow or subscribe to Urban Wild City. Help me promote some of the beautiful and interesting animals of Cagayan de Oro City. Thank you so much for your support.